we need to talk about the Google Page Experience update. A few years ago, Google fundamentally changed how they rank websites. They introduced a new set of metrics called Core Web Vitals. Before this update, Google mostly cared about keywords and backlinks. But now, they care about user experience. They want to know how it feels to load your website, and Semrush has a specific report dedicated entirely to these metrics. If you go to your Semrush project, you will see a widget labeled Core Web Vitals. And inside that widget, there are three scary acronyms: LCP, CLS, and FID. Today, we are going to focus on the big one. LCP. This stands for Largest Contentful Paint. In plain English, LCP measures how long it takes for the main piece of content on your screen, usually your headline or your hero image, to actually show up. If you click a link and you see a white screen for 3 seconds before the image pops in, that is a bad LCP score. Google demands that your LCP be under 2.5 seconds. If it is over 2.5 seconds, you fail. Semrush marks it as poor, and if you have a poor score, Google creates a ceiling for your rankings. You literally cannot rank for competitive keywords because Google doesn't want to send users to a slow experience. Now, if you click on the recommendations in Semrush to fix this, you will see some very technical advice. It will say things like eliminate render blocking resources, or defer unused CSS or preload key requests. If you are not a developer, this sounds like a foreign language. And if you try to hire a developer to fix this, they will charge you $100 an hour. They will spend 10 hours rewriting your code, and often, the score barely moves. I am going to tell you a secret that developers don't want you to know. You can fix your LCP score without rewriting your code. You can fix it by changing how your content is delivered. You need something called edge caching. Let me explain how this works with an analogy. Imagine you run a pizza shop in New York City. If a customer in London orders a pizza, and you have to bake it in New York and fly it to London, it is going to be cold and late. That is how traditional hosting works. Your server is in one place, and your users are everywhere. Edge caching is like opening a mini pizza shop in every major city in the world. When the customer in London orders, the London shop delivers it instantly. Most hosting companies make you pay extra for a CDN, or content delivery network, to do this. Or you have to set up a complex integration with Cloudflare. It is a headache, but I found a shortcut. I use Kinsta. Kinsta has edge caching built directly into their dashboard. It is integrated with Cloudflare Enterprise. And it doesn't cost extra. It is included in every plan. This means that Kinsta takes a copy of your website and stores it in over 270 locations around the world. So, when someone visits your site, they are downloading it from a server that is physically close to them. I ran a test to prove this. I took a website that was failing the Semrush Core Web Vitals test. Its LCP was 3.2 seconds. It was in the red. I migrated that exact same website to Kinsta. I turned on edge caching with one click. I didn't change the theme. I didn't delete any images. I went back to Semrush and reran the report. The LCP dropped to 1.1 seconds. It went from red to green instantly. Why did this happen? Because we reduced the travel time, we reduced the latency. If you are struggling with Core Web Vitals, you don't need to learn how to code. You don't need to stress about render blocking JavaScript. You just need to put your content closer to your users. This is the lazy way to pass the test. And in SEO, I love the lazy way if it works. If you want to see if this works for you, use the link in the description. Kinsta offers free migrations. Let them move your site. Then turn on the edge caching feature. Go back to Semrush the next morning and look at your Core Web Vitals report. Seeing that circle turn green is the best feeling in the world because you know you just unlocked a massive ranking boost. Don't make it harder than it needs to be. Upgrade your host and pass the test.